welcome to Ferocious Driving. In this video I'm going to attempt to do one of the more common jobs that needs doing on the Mk3 Astra. It is repairing the saggy headlining. If you've owned the Mk3 Astra, chances are yours will have gone south as well. It's every Mk3 Astra I've owned has had that same problem, so I'm going to attempt to fix that and not make a complete mess of it in the process. What could possibly go wrong? Terrible Matt Richardson pastiches aside, this is my job for today. It's Good Friday, I'm not working at my day job today, so, and the weather's good as well, because I could have done it the other day, but the other weekend, but the weather wasn't no good. It was windy and it kept having showers, so I don't really want to do jobs like this in those conditions. But this is my mission for today. I got some fabric from Mk3, who were at the NEC restoration show, which is the same spec as the original sort of nylon material that we used on these Astras. That's headlining out of the Sport. As you can see, I've already pulled all the material off it, which is a really fun job. Said nobody ever. But yeah, it's a pain in the ass getting the old material off, but yeah, once it's off, it's just like cardboard, I think, just like compressed cardboard. It's probably been like punched out, I think, at the factory. It's fairly flat. This back end should be fairly straightforward. That's got a little bit of curve in it, but not too much. It's this bit at the front here. I'll have to like try and get the material in that sort of shape and this shape as best I can. Yeah, just have to do my best with it. I mean, it's going to look a lot better than it did before. I'll just show you the material. So this is it. It's like a nylon. I don't know if the camera's picking it up that well. That's the colour I went for, because they had a couple of different shades. I went for the lighter one, but because I thought the headlining looked, I thought it got mucky, but actually if you look at the old one, I kept a bit of the old one out of the Sport. You can see that bit that was under a piece of trim, so you can see it's a slightly different colour from the old one, but I don't think it'll matter too much. It'll just be better that it's got a headlining that's not sagging in it, and you know, then Steph will want to review my Astra, because she's you know, she's like, oh darling, I can't review your car while it's like that with that saggy headlining. It'll ruin my beehive, darling. So yeah, I'm gonna make it right for her, aren't I? So yeah, I'll just show you a bit more material. So it's like foam backed. I think what happens with it is, I think like over time, like it gets heat on the roof and it just degrades the foam, and it comes away from the material that it's stuck to, and then the material sags. I mean, I could have got the more modern headlining material and put that on instead, but I thought, because I found this original spec stuff, you know, keep it original. It'll look, you know, and it hopefully got better adhesive now. That's it's like proper automotive adhesive. It's supposed to be resistant to coming unstuck. So hopefully that'll work better. So what we'll do is I'll get the tripod set up, and yeah, we'll have a go at fixing this headlining problem. Right, as you can see, I've folded the headlining in half, so I can spray that half, put the headlining out over it, the material, stick it. I'm going to do that half first because it's the easy one, and I'll get a feel for doing it. It don't take off, the wind's getting up a bit. Yeah, better go on with it. So stuff I'm using, trim fix adhesive. So it's like a contact adhesive, temperature resistant up to 110 degrees. So it should guard against this headlining doing like the originals did and sagging. But yeah, so yeah, just have a read of the instructions and then carry on with the job. Right, okay, so I've read the instructions. It says to spray both surfaces, allow to get touch dry and then join together. So here goes. Right, it's a few minutes later now. Feels like it's touch dry to me. It feels, yeah, it's tacky. So here goes. What could possibly go wrong? Well, one thing I've noticed about is you've got to be quick. You've got to be quick. Once these surfaces join together, that's it. You just stuck very firmly. A couple of creases in it as well from where the material's been stored. I'm hoping they'll come out of it in a while, but these where you've got to try and shape the material into that. That's not so easy.
Some parts going to be fun. Well, that's fine, I've got plenty of overlap on that side. Yeah, hopefully them cousins stuff will come out of it. It seems to look okay. Like I said, this is just more of a practice one. I'm doing a new one.
It's warm today. Right, that's one half done. So I'll spray this other half and get that stuck down. I'll not bother filming me spraying the other half because it'd be the same. process as before. So see you in a minute. Inside of it done. Done as good as I can. It's actually more difficult than it looks. You've got to be really, really quick at getting the material down on it. There's not a lot of room for error, and getting it into the shape parts is quite difficult. Yeah. Just wondering with this front end whether to do it in stages, whether to spray that bit, stick it, and then spray that bit, stick it, and then spray the other front bit and stick it. I might do it in stages. If it's any easier, because like I said, that adhesive dries very quickly, and you've got to be really fast at getting it on. So yeah, next part I'm going to attempt it a slightly different way, see if I have better results. See you in a bit. Almost there, last section. Don't land on there fly, because you'll end up being preserved inside a Mk3 Astra headliner. Oh my God. I think that's dead. Ow, friction burns. Anyway, so here we have the headlining with the new material stuck on. Not the greatest job. I think it was definitely better doing the front in stages. That worked a lot better. The only thing is, I should have, I'm God feeling I should have laid it out flat somewhere and left it for a while, because there's quite a few creases in it, and that's just like storage marks, you know, from where it's been obviously like folded up and chucked it back of a van to go to the NEC restoration show and, you know, various other car shows that go around. Might come out, you know, it might come out after a while. I think that's the worst one there towards the back, if the camera picks it up. But yeah, I think it's a lot harder than it looks. You watch people doing it on YouTube videos and it looks, you think, oh yeah, it looks fairly easy. It's a lot harder. You've got to be very quick, and once that glue comes in contact with the other, you know, once the two glued surfaces come in contact with each other, forget about pulling it off and repositioning it. You just rip the material. But yeah, it looks a lot better than the old one. You know, it will be. It sort of fits in with that car, doesn't it? It's a bit tatty, so you know, fit right in. Right, I'm gonna have a brew now, and let this dry a bit more, and then it'll be trimming it. What fun! Right, just had a brew in my Star Wars mug, and had some Easter egg with it and all, because it's Easter. I think the headlining's dry enough now to trim the excess off, so I'll get the tripod set off. I'll get the tripod set up even and do that now. Right, now for the part where I cut the headlining to size, and for this assignment I've got my friend Stanley, and I've also got some scissors. I think what I'll do is I'll use the scissors for the outer edge. I think that'll cut better than the Stanley knife, and use the Stanley knife for like the holes where the grab handles and the sun visors and, you know, the interior light. Yeah, I thought of it eventually. I'll use the Stanley knife for those parts, so let's get on with it. Right, so here we have the headlining with all the excess trim cut off the edge and all the holes cut out. I haven't been too neat with it. I mean, it's going to get stuff put in it and you're not going to see it. It's yeah, not the neatest job, but I think the blade will get a bit blunt on the knife as well. But I think it's definitely going to look a whole lot better than what's in the car at the minute. Alright, it's not perfect by any stretch, but, you know, so give myself like a, what, 6 out of 10 for it. You know, not bad for a first attempt, I suppose. I've learnt a couple of lessons from it. Main one being is, if you get this sort of material, you need to like lay it flat for a while, so all the wrinkles and stuff from storage get taken out of it before you put it on the backing. And also just do a little section at a time and stick it, rather than doing like I did the first half of the headlining in one go, and I should have just done that in sections as well, like I did with the front. I think the front came out better, by doing it that way. It's got all the contours in it anyway, which is the main thing. Yeah, I think, you know, if I had another attempt at it, I'd learn from the mistakes I've done with this one. You know, I've got more of an idea of what you need to do with it and how difficult it is. But yeah, I don't think it's bad for a first attempt. So now all I've got to do is chuck it in the back of my van and go up to Julie's and fit it in the car. So I'll see you at her house. Right, okay, so I'm at Julie's now in the Astra. As you can see, as if ending headlining, it's yeah, certainly seen better days. So this will be taken out and popping the new one in its place. So obviously there's sun visors there, that interior light which I'll disconnect so it don't flatten the battery, grab handles. It's mostly this trim in the back here. There's that sort of B pillar trim, C pillar trim, that bit at the back, all that needs to come out to get the headline in. Or I'm wondering if I can just like ease it forward and slide the headlining past it. I might try doing it that way first, just to see, you know, see if I can, or if not I'll have to, we'll have to take the seat belts off. I've not got a socket set. I've got an adjustable spanner in my van, that might get them off. Right then, so I'll get the camera set up on the dashboard and yeah, get going with it. The camera set up, I think you'll be able to sort of get an idea of what I'm doing. You can see the whole thing. The first thing is to get the interior light out. There we go. Disconnect that, put it somewhere safe. That's easy enough. And then next job is sun visors. Nice quick job. 3 screws for the sun visor and the clip that it clips into. Nice and easy. Probably speed this up at some point so you can you know, so you don't have to watch it all the way through. If I come across anything interesting to comment on, we'll go back to normal speed. Right, one of the things with these, if you own one of these Mk3 Astras, when I was taking the headline out of the spot, I didn't realise there was a screw behind this. You prise that off, and then there's it's not a Phillips, it's a Torx, which holds a B trim on at the top. So you need to make sure both of them are out. Yeah, no, it's a problem. I think I've got to drop the seatbelt. Oh, I've got to take the front out. That's maybe why it's not pulling out. I've forgotten to release the A-pillar trim. These need to be loosened so to freeze that in up. Oh, and the rubbers as well. Yeah, the rubbers need to come off. Jumping the gun here, so it might get away with not taking the not having to undo the seatbelts. It'd be nice if I could. Right, yeah. Oh, all the foam off the headlining's dropping into the car. I'm going to have to something's fallen off anyway. What is it? Not sure what it is. Right. Slide out now. Great. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take the front seat belt, top mount off at least anyway. I just hope it's adjustable and loosen it. Yeah, that needs to come further down so it'll go past. Might get away with the back one staying on, but this definitely needs to come off. Yeah, not the ideal tool for taking the seat belts top mount off, but you know, sometimes you got to just use whatever you've got at hand. There we go. Right, don't lose that. Oh, that's better. Right. It's attached there. Right. Right, so actually, headlining actually goes behind that clip there. I have to remember that when the new one's going on. Well, not new, but refurbished. With this old headlining will slide out. I could maybe try and see if I can find something better to undo that, don't we? I don't think we can get the old one out at least. Right, slid it out so far, but it's stuck against something. I think I need this panel off. I think that's what it's getting stuck on. Right, finally got it loose. That was stubborn. Right. I've got a feeling it'll be easy with the back ones off. I'm going to have to try and get them loose. Right, the seat belts are rough now, or the top part anyway. Man, there were some stubborn nuts to undo. But yeah, I've improvised with a mallet and an adjustable spanner and managed to get them loose. So now this should be the moment that it just slides out of the car. Fingers crossed. Right, and there's the headlining finally extracted. Top tip when you're doing this job, make sure you've got a socket set with you. That would have made things a lot easier than trying to, you know, I mean, I managed to get them loose, but it would have been a lot quicker with a socket set. But there you go. I'm an idiot. Right, so as you can see, this is what happens to it. Look, it's just come away from the foam. And that obviously heat's just made it start peeling off. It's absolutely knackered. So another thing I need to do is I need to take this off it and put it on the other one, because it's the metal ring for the interior light to clip in. So I'll do that and get the new or refurbished headlining offered up. And this is what a Mk3 Astra looks like with no headlining in it. As you can see, there's a little bit of sound deadening in the roof, not much. It's actually in pretty good condition. The one in the Sport had gone brittle and disintegrated. This one's actually not bad. Yeah, but you can see the roof structure's solid anyway, which is really nice. So the refurbished headlining is now ready to go back in the car. I've put that metal ring that holds a light in, just in case of bending some tabs back, and then putting them on this headlining and bending the tabs back over again. That was easy enough. And then there were also this what was stuck to the old headlining, which is like a spacer block, which will glue to the old headlining. I haven't got any glue. Well, I have got glue, but it's super glue and I think it'd melt that foam, so I'm not going to try it. So I've used good old duct tape to you know, stick it on. So it should hold it enough so it doesn't get knocked off while it's being taken into the car. I think putting it in the car is probably going to be more tricky because I've got to try and negotiate those trim panels. But yeah, I'll set the camera up at the front of the car and probably time lapse it, because you won't want to watch the whole thing in real time because I'll probably be slow doing it and make mistakes. So yeah, see you in a minute. This will be fun. Right, so it's in. So I think it's a question of putting stuff back on to hold it up. To make sure that's on that side of that there, yep. Same on this side. Where's it on? Go on top of it. Right, which way around do I do it? Do I go from front to back? Yeah, I think I go from front to back. that's the driver's side done. Now for the passenger side. I seem to have one screw fewer than what I took out. Why does that always happen? Probably fallen on the floor or something, or gone down the back of the seat. There it is. Right, so there's just one more job to do, and that is to connect the interior light back up, and then that's it. Does it have a way around it goes? Does it matter? So find out. That's lit up when I've pulled the switch out, so it seems to be working. Which is the best way of putting this in? It's that way first. There we go. So it's in. So yeah, like I said, I'll get you on the camera and we'll try and do it in one shot. Right, so everything's back now. All the sun visors are on, the interior lights in, comes on when you open the door. It's good, all the grab handles are back on. So yeah, it's in. It looks a lot better than before. I think I have gone for a lighter colour. You can actually tell when you look at the sun visors compared to it. So I think the slightly darker shade was the right one, but I wasn't sure at the show, and it was just a case of buying one of them and hoping I were right. But it's not so much different that, you know, it's worth getting upset about. But yeah, like I said, it's not the greatest job in the world, but I don't think it's the worst either. Like I said earlier, good solid 6, I think. But yeah, time to round this video off now. Let's see if I can no, that switch button's not working again. I'll have to stop and put it on the dashboard. Aha, I've got a feeling actually you can't flip the camera while it's recording, because I was trying to flip it and then put it on the dashboard so I could speak to you. But anyway, yeah, I think I tried that in a previous video and it wouldn't switch, and I thought there was something wrong with the camera. Yeah, so it's in now anyway. It's look, no more sag, you know, BI friendly for Steph. Not that she wouldn't review this anyway, but you know. Yeah, what would I advise if about thinking of doing it yourself? Yeah, it's more difficult than it seems. I think you'd have to make sure the material you were using didn't have any wrinkles or creases or anything in it before you used it. You'd have to make sure it was completely flat. And probably if you're planning on doing a concourse restoration on one of these cars, it might be better just getting a professional to do it, to be honest. But yeah, like I said, I don't think it was too bad. There's little bits I could have improved on, Like I said, everything's great with hindsight, innit? But yeah, so try and put this video out on like Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'll be at the Hubnut Social tomorrow in Sherburn in Helmet, so I might see some of you there if anybody's planning on going. Mike Maron, are you going? Dan Wardle might be there with his oh, what was the name of the colour? Caribbean Blue Astra. Yeah, I remembered. I think Pete's going along with me, so it should be a good day out. Apparently the weather's supposed to be okay, so yeah, hopefully I can do some filming there, like a bit of a road trip film. Lovely Julie will be with me as well, so you can do some of the filming, so that'll be nice. So yeah, as always, like, thanks for watching, you know, and if you think any of your friends would like this channel, get them to subscribe. Got some 5 off 100 at the minute. Another 5 subs and I've got 100. I don't know if I get out special for it. I might do a video about it. You never know. Yeah. So it's bye for now, and see you in the next video.
After doing all that hard work on the car, I think you deserve a beer, Chris.
Oh, thanks, honey. Lovely. Nice and cold.
There's a bottle opener on there.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, nice.
Well, I bet you enjoy that.
Oh, yeah. Very nice.